throughout this process, what have you found the most beneficial? What has worked well for you?
The best thing I guess that's worked for me is I was encouraged to keep a food journal, and I write down everything that I eat, how many calories
Unbelievable,
that I consume.
isn't it?
Oh, it makes me much more aware of everything I put in my mouth. Yeah, and then not only that though, then I write down what I did for exercise, and there's a website that you can go to, and it's I believe calorieking.com. And I mean, from sleeping to walking to shopping to running, or whatever you're doing, is a whole list, and it lets you know. You put in your weight and how many minutes that you did whatever activity, and it tells you how many calories you consume. And of course, we know it takes 3,500 calories to burn 1 pound. So I try to always make sure that I consume less than I expend.
Right.
And as long as I do that, and then I add it up, I keep a running total. And as soon as I hit that 3,500 mark, I start it back over again, and I compare it to the scales, and usually it is right on.
How has it been? Because I remember Rebecca asking you to write down how you felt when you ate.
I think that's very important too, to see what kind of an eater I was. Basically, probably an emotional eater, and I never thought that I was. But
like for me, when I am not at my strongest is when I'm tired.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to not eat well if I'm really exhausted, because I don't care.
Right.
And some people, it's when they're stressed or they're depressed, or so. How about you?
A lot, very similar, as well as just when I feel kind of sad, because I find that my husband, his family is very large, and they love to go out to eat on Friday night, and we have lots of family get-togethers, and so all these happy times are centered around food. And of course, Baptist religion, we have our little potluck suppers, and so all those special times are centered around food. And I found that when I would get to feeling down and depressed, I would eat something. It's not like I would binge.
Have your own potluck dinner.
Yeah, but I would grab that package of chips, or
Right.
Something unhealthy like that, or a candy bar or whatever, just to kind of boost my spirit a little bit, make me feel a little better, And I
Which ironically makes you feel worse afterwards.
Actually, yes, exactly. So, another good thing that has helped me is my coworker Diane. I knew that she exercised a lot, and you had encouraged me to find a buddy that I could exercise with.
Right.
And I just asked her, I said, will you help me? She has been instrumental. I just can't say enough what a wonderful friend she has been for me, and just encourages me. Days that I don't really feel like exercising, she's like, okay, Tammie, come on, let's go. I nicknamed her Jillian.
There you go. No,
she's
not
my Jillian. But
Does she sit on you? Because unless she sits on you, then it doesn't count.
Not yet, but she really pushes me.
That's
but
good.
Not to the point of being ugly. She just really encourages me.
That's awesome.
And her faith is just wonderful. She's so optimistic, and it just keeps, and I think that's been part of the emotional change as well, is she's just encouraged me so much and keeps me positive, keeps me focused.
That's such a good tip too, because so many people can't afford a personal trainer.
Exactly.
I'm like, well, do you have a friend that likes to exercise?
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to have someone who's gonna, you have to pay, but someone who's just gonna motivate you to get busy and move.
Right.
So.
And it makes it a lot more fun too.
Absolutely.
When you're exercising alone, it's like, oh gosh, will this ever end?
Misery loves company.
So we get out there together. I mean, she's the one that encouraged me to join the gym and take the Zumba class. And we just get up there and we have so much fun dancing together, and we walk, run together. And
I think that it's so important that you have that person, someone who's going to encourage you and motivate you and keep you accountable, without judging.
Exactly. Oh, and another great thing is that I was taught is preparing ahead. Especially like when I go to work. Okay, the night before, I will go ahead and cut up, whatever vegetables, prepare whatever, turkey sandwich on wheat, whatever I'm going to take to eat.
Right.
Prepare it ahead, have it ready, because I'm usually running out the door the next morning. Even a lot of times my breakfast, I'll have it ready. So all I have to do is stick it in the microwave real quick, or
so you don't make that drive through a fast food place on the way.
No.
Right.
And I know many of my co-teachers that do. They'll go by a fast food restaurant and they'll get the little breakfast sandwich, and I'm just sitting there thinking, if you only knew how many calories and how much fat and what you're doing to your body.
Exactly.
And,
that works great, because as a mom, I have snacks with me at all times, and not just has it come in handy for me and my weight loss or maintaining, but also for my kids, like when they're like, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'll just throw them a bag of almonds in the back seat or an apple. And, you know, I always have food. If you're stuck somewhere, then if you're at a doctor's office longer than you thought, then you don't get off your plan.
Right. And kind of keeping it portion controlled where, you know, I know exactly how many calories it is, so that way, you know, I can easily keep up with it. You know, I have my fat-free, sugar-free yogurt or whatever, you know, and I know exactly how many calories it is, so when I get home at the end of the day, I can remember, oh, this is what I ate for lunch, and I can go ahead and write down, you know,
and you're satisfied.
What I've eaten, and I'm satisfied, and it fills me, so I have no cravings throughout the day.
Right.